In Missouri, more troubling news today about the spreading Delta outbreak.
KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney says the state's top COVID scientist is seeing the Delta variant moving from small towns to big cities.
It's perhaps the most detailed account of the Delta outbreak from Missouri health officials of a virus on the move.
We are seeing trends of infection moving from rural and small town Missouri to more suburban and urban Missouri, such as metro areas.
It is going to move among people where it has the opportunity, and most especially, that is the unvaccinated population. So that's job one for us.
In the metro, the fully vaccinated rate is lower than the state's number, 39%.
We expect a few more weeks of cases continuing to rise or stabilizing at the high level.
The health department seems uncertain of what any federal surge team might do here. There are 2 people on the ground now, and they're skeptical of any outside source effectively raising Missouri's vaccination rates.
I don't think that individual is available to drop out of the parachute and do that.
From the federal perspective, our goal isn't to sell anybody a vaccine. Our goal is to end a pandemic.
So the state's top scientist says the Delta variant seems to be heading to the cities and the suburbs, and that it will be around for a few more weeks. And the state is now hoping that unvaccinated Missourians listen to people that they trust, change their mind, and get the shots. Michael Mahoney, KMBC 9 News.
Right now, Missouri's positivity rate is just below 12%, and it hasn't been this high since last October. On the Kansas side, the positivity rate is just over 3%. Vaccinated teachers and students won't need to wear a mask inside school buildings. That is the latest recommendation from the CDC just out today. KMBC 9's Haley Harrison has a full look at the mandate.
Well, as the Delta variant surges, it has been on the minds of many parents and teachers. And now the CDC says teachers and students who are fully vaccinated do not need to wear masks. The CDC went even further in its new guidance today, saying that nobody needs to wear masks at outdoor activities like recess, but that unvaccinated people should wear them in crowded outdoor settings, like at a football game. They also said that ventilation and hand washing are still so important. And of course, anybody who feels sick should stay home. The CDC says if schools choose to remove safety protocols, it should be based on local conditions, and they recommend lifting those rules one at a time. Kelly.
We have new details following Pfizer's announcement that it's looking into another booster shot to protect against the Delta variant of the coronavirus. Now doctors at the University of Kansas Health System are looking at if that shot would be safe for someone who's already gotten the Moderna vaccine or the Johnson & Johnson shot. Early indicators are that it would not only be safe, but that it might even be better to mix vaccines.
There is some information to suggest that actually getting a different form of the vaccine may give you a better booster response, a little bit different wrinkle to your immunologic response, and maybe actually function better than just staying with a synchronous vaccine all the way through.
Here's a look at the numbers at the health system today. It has 20 active infections. 6 people are in the ICU. One of those patients is on a ventilator. 15 patients are in the recovery phase.
COVID cases keep rising in southwest Missouri, but in Branson, where tourism is big, it is business as usual. Vaccination rates in Taney County are even lower than the statewide figure, with just 25% of residents fully vaccinated.
What is the biggest barrier you hear to people not getting vaccinated?
It runs kind of the gamut. Maybe they feel like they just want to wait and see. They're just not quite ready yet. Maybe they're just not someone that vaccinates. We've also heard a little bit of concern over how quickly the vaccine was developed.
At Cox Health in Springfield, 90% of all COVID patients tested have the Delta variant. One of Missouri's most popular summer destinations is now considered a COVID hotspot. The state's health department has issued an advisory for counties surrounding the Lake of the Ozarks. Camden, Miller, and Morgan counties are below the state's overall vaccination rate of 45.1%. The health department's advisory warns travelers, visitors, and residents COVID cases are increasing because of the Delta variant.